plan for our life ahead of time so we don't get scared. 21 years ago, I unwittingly jumped on a roller coaster, which is now my life. I met a little girl who was 2 years old at the time, and she was very sickly, and I met her at her grandmother's house. And when I asked her grandmother what was wrong with her, she just whispered HIV. And at that time, growing up in a small town in New Hampshire, I didn't know anything about HIV, and I didn't know if I should run, or if I should hold her, or what to do. But I fell in love with that little girl in that moment. And eventually, I began visiting her in the hospital. And ultimately, in 1997, she came home to live with me. And she, at that time, was only given 6 months to a year to live. But she was with me for 4 years. And the more I learned, the more I realized that if you have the information, if you take charge, if you get involved with your health care or your child's health care, that you can make a difference. She ultimately succumbed to her disease at the age of 8. Sorry. But right before that happened, God put a little baby girl in my arms, sitting here today. And that helped me to stay focused, to stay together, to have a purpose, and to realize that I had to move on, I had to be involved, I had to help other children in this situation. And we eventually adopted another young lady named Kira, who was 12 when she came to live with us. And she lived for 8 years. She passed away at the age of 20, just 5 years ago. But during that time, I became more and more involved with the HIV community and was helping needy children. And we finally incorporated Kidz for a Cure last year. I've been working for many years on my own, collecting money at Christmas time and working for the AIDS Walk. We have a team in the Florida AIDS Walk. We've been every year since it started. The AIDS Walk is coming up March 20th. We would love to have you join us. There's information at the table. Kidz for a Cure also has a Christmas project every year that we provide Christmas presents for needy and HIV-positive children. We collect gifts and money, and we do a lot of shopping and a lot of wrapping, and we deliver all the stuff ourselves. So we have a fundraising event coming up February 27th. It is all proceeds will go to the AIDS Walk. We also have information for that at our table. We'd love to have you join us or donate or both. And if you have any questions, you can see me at the table or Rachel, my right-hand girl.
Stand up, Rachel.
Stand up, Rachel. Rachel's in charge of paperwork. I'm in charge of the labor, and she keeps everything on the up and up and keeps the IRS in line with us. Tries to make everybody happy. But please stop by and see us. We have a display. We have pictures from some of our events. I also traveled to West Africa with my mother on a missions trip a couple years ago. She goes nearly every year. And we became involved with a school there for homeless children, and also with an AIDS clinic that we're working towards being able to provide some support to them. They have just nothing there, and people travel days to go to the clinic and can only get 1 week's worth of medication. And the horror stories go on and on. But anyways, please stop by and let us give you some more information, and we'd love to have you join us. Thank you.